Hi everybody, it's Vid here from youuu. Welcome to another episode of Dive Site Review by youuu. Alright, so today I'm going to review you another dive site in my favorite island, which is Lipe Island. But today I'm going to go to a different island. Last time I reviewed Koh Yang Island. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out in my Instagram channel right here. But today I'm going to review another island which I think is equally awesome, and also I had a really great dive throughout multiple times I was in Lipe. This dive site is called Adang Waterfall. So Adang Waterfall actually located in Adang Island. So if you look at Lipe Island map, which is right here, you will see that Lipe Island is actually south of Adang Island, which is a very big island under Tarutao National Park. So technically you can actually dive around all of Adang Island islands, basically around the shore of the islands. But the dive site that is pretty famous, and I think many of the macro diver loves to go to, is a dive site called Adang Waterfall. What does Adang Waterfall look like? So basically the dive site is situated right in front of Adang Waterfall. So if you go on a boat, a long-tail boat or daily boat, you'll get to the point that you see Adang Waterfall coming down through the Rocky Mountains. You don't really see it coming down into the ocean. The waterfall kind of goes inside the island. The good landmark for Adang Waterfall dive site is actually there is like this triangular rock, like a rock that shapes kind of like this, situated. If you look inside into Adang Waterfall, it's on the right side of Adang Waterfall. I think that's the best place that we can go down. So I went to Adang Waterfall actually multiple times. All this time I went with Ocean Pro Diving. So Ocean Pro Diving is a diving school in Lipe Island, and they are organizing a daily trip out with a very big boat. So in Lipe you can do many kinds of boat on a day trip. You can go to a speedboat, you can use a long-tail boat, or you can use like a daily kind of like a day trip boat. A day trip boat is something that you would probably use if you go to Samasan or Satahib. That's that kind of boat. So you have options to go to different types of boat. Ocean Pro Diving operates more like on a day trip boat. So the benefit is you get a lot more space. You have proper setup. You do giant strike. You have like some shade, some resting places, and you go out for the entire day. So the downside is a big boat. So maybe there are a lot of people, and maybe if you want something a little bit more private, maybe that's not the right place. So anyway, back to Adang Waterfall. So I went with Ocean Pro. Basically the dive site is pretty much sand. So in case if you're not a macro lover, then you probably really don't like this dive site, because pretty much it's just sand. But basically, maybe to be fair, there's some coral reef around like 5 meters very close to the shore. So if you jump and go very close to the shore, you get some nice reef, like a house reef alongside the coast. But then afterwards, it's just basically a sand descending all the way down to like 18 to 20 meters. So usually what we do is we jump right in front of that triangle rock that I just mentioned, and we just basically dive throughout the sand, either go north or go south from the particular place that we jumped. We just keep 18 or 17 meters all the way, looking for small critters on the sand, and also many things that shows up on the sand. And once we hit the NDL time limit, we just come up. So very easy dive, very straightforward dive, and a lot of things you can see. So the good thing about this dive site is that not only it's not really just sand, but it's a sand with a lot of life, a lot of marine life, a lot of marine food. You see a lot of soft coral that appears in that place, and soft coral is a good place for you to spot like candy crab or a false cowrie shell. So those are something that you can easily find in these kind of soft coral that's situated around the Adang Waterfall. Apart from that, I managed to also there are a lot of this kind of like algae that looks like a leaf. So it's basically a lot of algae leaf. Also there's like an algae leaf that is algae food for Castaciella or Shaun the Sheep kind of sea slug. So because of that, then what you can find is, first of all, you can find Castaciella or the sheep sea slug. I think what I found was Kuroshimae in this dive. I know people who found Usangi in this dive site as well, so maybe you can find these two types. I also be able to find Tecacera or Pikachu. They're quite easy to find, and all these species I mentioned are pretty much around 17-18 meters. You just basically like pick one direction. I'm gonna go north, just keep all the way north until you hit until you hit different spot. Then you can find different algae, different hydroid, different bryozoa, different types of food to get different types of sea slugs. So as I mentioned, algae for Castaciella, bryozoa for Tegacera or Pikachu, and there's also more of this kind of algae that looks like a leaf, which is a home for very cool Elysia, very cool Lobiger, and also very cool Oxino Jordani, which is something I've never seen before, and I got to see from my recent trip in April to Adang Waterfall. So they live on this kind of leaf. And when I went to see Oxino Jordani, there were basically 4 or 5 of them in the same kind of group of leaves. And my friend who went a week after, they still saw Oxino Jordani in that dive site as well. So maybe it's more like a common sight if you go pretty much around this time of the year, which is April, by the way. And other than that, there are other kind of species you can potentially find here. I found Eubrunchus before in this dive site, which is a very cool species of sea slug. You can see it here. So these are on hydroid, and you can potentially find them on hydroid that you found underground. And apart from sea slug, you might be wondering like what else can I see? Actually, there are a lot of like abandoned fishing net and abandoned kind of like fishing net basically on the sand. And Pinoy from Ocean Pro actually told me like on every single fishing net you can potentially see frogfish. And I don't think I think she actually nailed the point. Like I found 2 fishing net. Both fishing net has frogfishes. Not only a frogfish, it's frogfishes. So one net I found 2, very big one. The other net I found 3. So it's very cool, and I think it's like home of frogfishes. So if you also love frogfishes, then Adang Waterfall is also another great dive site for you to be able to spot those kind of animals. And also seahorses, actually, obviously, and pipefish, which you can mostly find around the sandy area in the same kind of dive site. So as I mentioned, there's also other amazing species, like for example the Trinchacea that I just showed a picture here. I also found this Trinchacea SP in Adang Waterfall as well. It just basically stand on hydroid. So when you search for it, you basically like when you're looking for these kind of like species, my recommendation from a newbie like me is try to find this hydroid. And first of all, trying to find this hydroid, then also try to look for something abnormal in that hydroid. For example, the hydroid usually just a leaf, like flat leaf. If you find something squishy, like roundy thing on that hydroid, then you can potentially think, hey, there's probably something about that hydroid. So maybe you should want to look into it a little bit closer to see if it's actually some kind of animals or some kind of sea slug or not. So maybe that's some tips that from a newbie like me, that hopefully next time you go dive in this kind of dive site, you can try to spot something different and get to see sea slug species. Oh, by the way, one last species that I found in Adang Waterfall is actually Armina, which is also a very cool nudibranch. And I found it actually just walking around on the sand. The one I found is the one particular Armina. So that's also a really cool sea slug as well. So as you can see, out of this kind of like 45 minutes dive and 80 meters, so you can only go up to, you can stay at depth max to like 20-30 minutes. We get to find a lot of sea slugs throughout the sand. So if you're a macro lover, I would also really recommend Adang Waterfall as one of the places that you definitely should visit next time you go to Koh Lipe. So Koh Yang is one, Adang Waterfall is another place, and definitely I think you will enjoy and you will have a great experience just finding these small critters around the sand. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is Adang Waterfall. Let me know if you want me to review any other dive sites, and I'll try to share more information and knowledge about each dive site to you in this kind of video. I think it's quite helpful, and potentially it will be helpful for you guys too as well. Anyway, thank you, stay safe, and hope we get to dive and share more experience with you guys soon. Take care. Thank you for watching.